What is up, guys? We are here in the server room. What a better place than this to start hacking and learning how to get our Oscp certification, right? Well, when it comes to training resources out there, there's tons of options. If you've done any amount of time exploring this stuff, it's probably pretty overwhelming for a lot of people. But you know, in the past, I had said Hack the Box was the best resource for preparing for OSCP as far as different lab environments go. Well, I'm going to go back on my word. I found one that tops that by quite a bit. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. I'll be covering it in this video. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan from elevatecyber. There is one resource as far as labs, hands-on training, hands-on hacking, that is way better at preparing you for OSCP than anything else that I've seen out there. And this resource, a lot of people don't know about it because it is kind of new. I believe it came out within the last 6 months or so. I could be wrong there, but I know it is a fairly new resource out there on the market. And yeah, it really comes as no surprise now that I look back on it that this is the best resource, because it's actually from Offensive Security, the company behind the OSCP, right? And this resource that I'm speaking of today, let's get right into it. It is the Offensive Security Proving Grounds. And basically what they are is they're a lab environment, right? There's two parts to it. Really. There's this play and practice. And these here, you don't have to worry about them. This one's for teams and this one's for enterprises. So there's the play and there's the practice, right? So if we come here, you can see a little bit more about that. Now, if you guys are OGs in this pen testing game, right? You may have known about a site called VulnHub. Well, VulnHub is still around today, and people still use it for sure. But this was one of the OGs to the CTF space, if you will. And basically, it's a site where people can create their own vulnerable VMs, upload them here, and you can download them, stand them up in your own environment, and play the CTF that they created. Nowadays, you have platforms like Hack the Box and this one here, OSPG, Proving Grounds, that will host them for you. But needless to say, VulnHub was actually bought out by Offensive Security, and now they host a lot of the VMs in pretty much all the ones in play are from VulnHub, and the ones in practice are their proprietary machines that they created. Now, the cool thing about the ones in this play environment is that even though they're from VulnHub, these machines are have been curated by the Offensive Security guys over there, so that they selected the most OSCP-like boxes for you. And when you really compare the Proving Grounds to something like Hack the Box, the reason it is a better test tool, because from my experience so far, these boxes are a lot more OSCP-like. That's the big upside to it. It is, they're not super CTF-y. Like some of the Hack the Box ones are kind of OSCP-like, but then there's a lot of them that are very CTF-like. And so this is definitely a better training tool, if I had to say. But still, no matter what resource you're using, there's still a lot of other good ones out there. You can definitely use Hack the Box still. It's still a good resource, but if you were having to start over right now and you had to choose, this is the practice tool that I would go for once you got a little bit of experience with this stuff, right? And so the cool thing about the play version is, as it says here, it is absolutely free. So you guys can get started with this right now. And I think a lot of people don't even know about this as an option. Like, for example, one of my coworkers is currently pursuing the OSCP, and I told him about this tool, and he didn't even know it existed. And it's by the same company that does OSCP. They don't really market this a lot. I feel like they should a bit more, but no, this is definitely an option out there. A lot of people don't know about it. Now, I would say get started with play, because these boxes are a lot easier as well. The practice ones, their proprietary boxes, are made to be a lot more difficult as well. Doesn't say it here, but when you actually go on their platform, that's one thing they mention. And so yes, start with these boxes. They're meant to be easier than most OSCP boxes. You can get your confidence up a little bit, start rooting some of these, and then dive into the practice boxes. Now, as far as pricing, this is a little bit more expensive than a lot of the other, platforms out there. Like, it's more expensive than Hack the Box, and most certainly more expensive than Try Hack Me. But with that being said, I would say it's still worth it for the points that I mentioned earlier. It's a very good OSCP-like training environment. The boxes are curated for you already. It's going to save you time and digging, right? And so I would just say that, yeah, this platform is pretty excellent for what it does. And yeah, have you guys used it? If so, let me know down in the comments section below. If you're pursuing your OSCP, definitely check out my notes down in the section there as well. I have a bunch of free notes over 5 years that I've kind of accumulated on, going after boxes like these. And, when I was studying for OSCP, I mean, I still am. So I'm on this journey along with you guys. So definitely let's leverage each other's knowledge. Let's build up and build upon each other, and really cut down on some of the pain and the time associated as much as we can, right? And along those lines as well, to cut down on even more of your time, check out my video series on what you need to know for OSCP. Then you can get straight to spending your time in the most efficient way possible so you can get this exam as quickly as possible. And as usual, I am pointing in the wrong direction, so I'll go ahead and point this way this time because that's where the video will be. And I will see you guys right over in that video.